guys, welcome back to Zigami Beauty. My name is Krysia. I'm so excited to have you guys with me here today because A, I get to get rid of some recycling finally, and B, I get to share with you guys all of these amazing empties that I always have a backup of. These are products that I'm constantly repurchasing, and when I see these particular ones on sale or on promo or points type purchases, extra points, I always pick them up because I never want to be without these products. There's always one or two or three backups in my collection of all of them. Before we get started, of course, I invite you guys to subscribe today, to like this video if you like these types of sort of like product empties or top product type videos. Also leave me a comment down below, say hi, I love hearing from all of you. Oh, and I'm on Instagram, of course, so definitely follow me there just for updates on stuff that doesn't make it to YouTube, little tidbits about my life, just kind of like extra stuff that I don't really tend to post officially on YouTube. Okay, that's it, you guys. Let's get straight into this. All right. First product. Oh, you guys. THAYERS toner. I have 3 empties here. I have 2 backups, actually 4 backups, but I didn't want to haul the other 2, so I have 4 backups of these. I love this toner. Toners doesn't seem to be necessary for some people, but for me, I cannot do my skincare routine without toner. It is just so satisfying to use, a nice soft cotton pad and just kind of go over your face with a toner after you cleanse your skin. It just refreshes your skin. It takes off that extra little bit of whatever got left behind, and it just preps it for the next step, for an essence. And I love the experience. I love the scent of this one. It comes as unscented as well, and it comes in a bunch of different scents. My favorite is the rose, because for rose, sometimes things can go a little bit too strong really quick. And this one, it really doesn't. It just literally smells like the most delicate, pretty, slightly fruity rose. Ingredients list is very, very small, which I appreciate. Water, glycerin to moisturize. It has organic witch hazel, which is a little bit of a antiseptic. It also has some aloe, rose flower, a little bit of citric acid. Very, very limited ingredients list, which I love. It's not irritating. It's super refreshing, slightly softening. It is literally perfection. I started to see this now at Shoppers Drug Mart. I've been buying it at like Winners or Marshalls, and my latest bunch I just bought a ton of because it went on sale on an Amazon seller site, and I just bought 4 bottles to stock up on because I've run out before and I don't ever want to run out of this toner. Next up, we have a cleanser. And again, most of these products are going to be skincare, hair care, just because that's this kind of stuff you go through the most, right? So next product is from PIXI. I have 2 empties, and I had to use some duct tape on one of them because it just happened to crack. It's never happened before, but I didn't want to obviously toss it. So 2 empties of the Glow Mud Cleanser. I have this one on the go that I just opened up a few nights ago, and now I need another backup of this, and I will be. As soon as I can get some extra points or bonus points at Shoppers Drug Mart, I'm going to stock up on 1 or 2 of these cleansers. It is the most beautiful morning cleanse. I have never used it as a take the makeup off type of cleanse, but in the morning, if I don't use this, like if I run out, and it's happened in the past, which is why I never want to run out, my skin just doesn't feel as refreshed in the morning. This sort of has this like mud type, slightly creamy consistency, and the smell is just divine. It literally just smells like the most mild version of, I want to say Noxzema. I don't know if you guys remember Noxzema back in the day. Like, we used to use it for sunburns when I was like 7 or 8. I remember that. My cousin and I would slather Noxzema on ourselves. Don't do that. Don't do that, kids. So it sort of has that herbally scent. It sort of smells like a spa. It's just beautiful. It's refreshing, and again, non-irritating. It does have a little bit of glycolic acid in there, which I think is what gives it that slight refreshingness to the skin, smoothing effect to the skin, but nothing irritating. Absolutely not. Very, very calming effect. Best morning cleanse I have ever used. Okay, next up, some deodorant. Now, I've talked about the routine deodorant probably in a previous video because I go through these quite a bit. This deodorant is my most favorite natural deodorant. I have 1 backup, so I need to repurchase soon. I just find this one the most effective when it comes to a natural deodorant. I've tried other ones. I've tried, I think it's called La Vanilla. I've tried Smythe or Smith. I've tried the newest one from actually Rocky Mountain Soap Company. They're claiming no baking soda, so it's more based on magnesium. It doesn't work. I was a little bit stinky, not gonna lie, from that one. This is just the best because it keeps you dry and it keps you odor free. The one I use does have baking soda in it. They do have a few in their line that don't have baking soda, and my favorite scent is Bonita Applebom. Applebom, I don't know, Applebom seems like the cutest way to say it. And it has just a slightly fresh, citrusy scent, not as much patchouli as a lot of their other deodorants. They tend to go pretty nuts on patchouli with their scents. I just find it super effective, non-irritating. You don't have to use a lot. I have started to use even a little bit less than I normally do, so you do have to use your fingers. Now, Routine did recently put out some in a stick form, so if you don't like using your fingers to apply it under your arms, there are some scents that are now available in stick form. It's amazing. It's relatively local. It comes out of Calgary, Alberta. That's where they started it. And I am just a super, super huge fan of this deodorant. As soon as I decided to switch to natural, I tried a few different ones, like I said, and this is the one that just works the best. It is so effective, so non-irritating. I can't say enough good things about it. Next up is a hair care product. Now, this product I've gone through at least maybe 7 or 8 bottles now in the last 4 or 5 years. This is from Davines and it's called the Oi All-in-One Milk. Now, this is a spray product, but it is quite milky. So I usually give it a little bit of a shake, and it just has a slight milky consistency. This is what I use when I first come out of the shower. So before I even try to comb my hair out, yes, I do comb it out when it's wet. I know maybe we're not supposed to. I don't like to have a ratted, head of hair before blow drying. So what this does is it allows me to comb through it with as least amount of breakage, pulling, damage to my hair when it's still wet. I usually take about 8 to 10 pumps of this in the palm of my hand, emulsify it, run it through mainly my ends, put whatever else is left over just slightly closer to the scalp, and then I go in and use my wide tooth comb out my hair. It allows me to comb through so easily, and that's sort of what I use it for, is as a detangler. It does have a little bit of heat protection built into it as well. However, I do use a different product for straight up heat protection after this one goes in. It is a slightly stronger smell. It's very herbally. It's very almost spicy, slightly kind of smells like almost a perfect fall day. So it does have that slight spice to it, but still smells very natural because it is a quite natural line when it comes to Davines. It is just so effective. It doesn't weigh my hair down because I do have quite fine hair. It is perfection, you guys, as a detangler, and I always have a backup. This is my newest one. Just started this, which means, again, I'm gonna be buying a backup very, very soon. Okay, moving along, another skincare product that is out of control, you guys. Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. I have 1 empty, 2 empties, 3, 4 empties, 5th one's almost done, and then I have 2 backups. Now, you may be asking why some of them look different. So some of them are that combination product, the Clinique ID, where you get the jelly and then you get the insert that sort of does something special. Each of them do something different. Some are more for sallow skin, some are more for red skin. This happens to be brightening. It's the white insert, and it has caffeine. It has other ingredients that are just more for uneven skin tone or to brighten. If I can't get my hands on a sale of the ID one, then I'll just purchase the regular jelly. For example, this I got for a really good price at Winners. It doesn't matter to me as long as it's the jelly. When do I use this in my routine? After I use Essence. This is sort of like my hyaluronic acid first serum. It's very liquidy, it's very water-based. So again, you can layer stuff on top of this because it's not going to provide any sort of like occlusive or greasy effect to the skin to block other stuff from working. It just gives you that initial burst of moisture onto your skin after your essence. It lets that moisture underneath from your essence and toner just kind of like stay in place, and it gets your skin ready for the other serums to penetrate a little bit better. The ingredients list is really good too. So it's sodium hyaluronate, some glycerin, has some caffeine to sort of just like brighten and awaken the skin. Absolutely beautiful product. Something similar to this would probably be your Vichy serum, the 89 mineral serum, has sort of that similar consistency, probably a little bit more moisturizing than that one, I would say. That one's still a little bit more watery, like just by a touch. And so I do prefer the texture of this one a little bit better than the Vichy one. Again, if I see this on sale at some point, I'll probably get even more backups because I will go through this. This is not a product that is ever going to leave, well, not never. I guess you can't say never. Never say never. I don't see it leaving my routine though anytime soon. Okay, 2 more products and they're both just so amazing. What do I talk about first? Let's just go ahead and talk about the neck. Now, I've talked about this product in a previous video, I'm sure, because I'm so smitten with this neck cream. I never used to use any neck creams up until probably 4 years ago. I just started noticing that my skin on my face, which has always been taken care of really well, sunscreen every day since I was 19, it was looking really good, just really still youthful and fresh and plump. And then I started noticing my neck getting rings and just not looking, you know, as fresh. It was sort of starting to mismatch the skin on my face. And so I panicked, of course, and thought to myself, well, I guess I should start probably using something on my neck. You live and you learn, and that's what I do now. I've added my most favorite neck cream. This is from Juice Beauty. This is their Stem Cellular Lifting Neck Cream. It's a 50 ml size, beautiful, airtight sealed pump, which protects the ingredients. They are based on stem cells, which is what I think really increases the integrity of your skin, especially the delicate neck area. I usually put a pump of this along with another hyaluronic acid serum that I use by Clinique, a different one. Saves product because I feel like if I used 3 pumps of this to get the right amount of product, it would be almost like a waste. You only need, like I said, about 1 pump, maybe 1 pump of a hyaluronic acid type serum, emulsify it, spread it down the neck, and this has really, really improved the integrity of the skin on my neck. I have less, you know, definition of the rings. They've sort of diminished. I don't get as much of the striations here. Like I would get a little bit of like, almost like these dry like lines. My neck feels more plump, it feels more rejuvenated. Absolutely beautiful cream. I just started a new one, so this is empty. Just opened a new one and just bought a backup on sale actually recently, like 2 weeks ago. I would probably panic if I couldn't get it, like if they discontinued it or something. So please, Juice Beauty, please never discontinue that product. So beautiful. Last but not least, you guys, is perfume. This is my holy grail signature scent. It is the original Stella by Stella McCartney Eau de Parfum. I just finished one recently. I bought a backup and that one's already kind of come down. And then I have another backup that I just bought, because I can't be without this. And I don't think this was ever going to be discontinued. I know she did some repackaging on it. And I do sometimes think to myself, like, my goodness, like if this is ever discontinued, I'll be flatlined when it comes to fragrance, because it is just so beautiful. And it's very simple. So what you're getting in here is some peony and rose. You're getting some amber as well. A little bit of mandarin, just that little touch of sweetness at the beginning, but very, very simple notes. It's one of those roses that because it has the mandarin in it and the peony, it's not overly pungent. It's not overly in your face or like old lady like. I hate using that term, but I feel like it's used a lot in fragrances when it comes to roses. It's not dusty or musty or too much in your face. It's a very fresh rose, but still enough depth from the amber at the base to just be quite long lasting on the skin for as fresh as it is. I recently purchased Rose Alexandrie from Giorgio Armani, the Privé line. While that one is also a simple rose, I feel like that one is a little bit more fruity fresh. This one, because of the amber, is similar to that. It has that same sort of like sweet freshness, but this one just goes a little bit warmer on the skin. So it's perfect going into fall. It's actually perfect all the time. And when I don't know what to wear, it's always Stella from Stella McCartney. It's just like the best, the best, the best, the best. So if you do not like roses normally, or you are kind of intimidated by roses, honestly, give this one a try. It is just the most beautiful, fresh, likable rose. Okay guys, well that was very satisfying. I can finally toss these in the recycle bin, make some room in my closet so my husband can step over and properly reach his clothes in the morning. Let me know down below if any of these are some of your holy grail, I need to have a backup all the time type products. Like always you're repurchasing and making sure it's ready to go when you run out. Let me know down below. Thank you again for watching. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.